Oh, what's up? What's up? Good morning, Vietnam. Welcome back to Trey's Trades. Welcome back to the Traders Podcast, episode 4242, baby. It is great to have everybody here today. We are rocking, cooking with Crisco. It is a beautiful morning out here in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I wouldn't know. I guess I haven't been outside. But nonetheless, we are back here again to cover some livestock price action, my friends. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the 819 of you that are currently cooking with Crisco and rocking with the Gorilla Gang. Drop some grills in the chat. Drop a like on the video if that is all good and cool and Gucci, my friends. Great to have you all here. As you can see, I'm drinking some water from out of my George W mug, rocking my George W hoodie. Gotta cook with Crisco. You know what it is, my friends. Alrighty. Today we're just going to be doing some livestock price action, covering some different stocks. I'll tell you what, EYES, oh my god, I got to tell you guys about this. So I was cooking this for a day trade, and oh my gosh, I got so freaking lucky rocking with this thing. I did not, I had no idea that I was still holding a position. And here we are in the pre-market, and I am up way more money than I thought was what I was going to be. I was actually scared crapless. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I left that trade open. But ears is also having itself a pretty solid day, up to 522 so far here in the pre-market, up about 52%, eyes up about 60% right now. Having a little bit of a sell-off right now, dropping down to this level of support. Looks like it might get a little bit of a bounce, but the pre-market volume has been insane. This is a very, very heavily shorted stock. That's absolutely crazy. But it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. I want to show you guys the numbers that we have here on EYES. So I'm just going to pull it up here on Fintel, and this strikes me as very interesting. This is very, very interesting. So let's just check this out. I was looking at this morning, and I've got a video that's going to be coming out relatively soon, but check out the short shares availability. It's at 0. Holy crap. This is a short squeeze potential stock. Yesterday it was up a huge amount, and we still had 82.5 million total short volume on that, 26% total short volume ratio, market volume of 320 million. Absolutely crazy, guys. Holy Toledo. And I know that people probably feel like they've got some FOMO going on, some fear of missing out, right? But you don't need to necessarily get out of AMC to get into a stock like EYES or ears or whatever it may be. Eyes and ears, man. That's so good. That's goofy. That's such a funny little thing we got rocking here. But nonetheless, I would not feel like you're missing out, right? And if you want to get into this stock, I still think that you can. But don't distract yourself from AMC, right? As you can see here, AMC is still a most heavily held stock in my portfolio. I've got 2,050 shares in this. I have not sold a single share of my AMC in order to get into EYES. It's totally your guys' decision. However, I really do urge you guys to be smart about the way that you play your portfolio. I got lucky in this. Just so you guys know, I am using my webcam here this morning for this live stream, because my DSLR that I have, the battery only lasts for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, so it's good for videos, but I need to get one of those batteries that charges has a charge plug-in so that I can charge it while I'm live streaming. Otherwise, that's just not going to be maintainable. So that's what we got cooking right now. So welcome. Great to have everybody here. Holy Toledo, we got some gorillas. Hedge funds in line at the pawn shops. AMC 100,000 short at 12.2%. Let's take a look at the AMC numbers here really quick. Get a quick update on how that is looking right now. AMC short interest. Just going to pull this up and take a quick peek at what this is looking like. Currently, we had 17% total short volume ratio yesterday. I did cover this in my video. About 19 million total short shares were pumped. And as of 22 minutes ago, 100,000 total short shares available. So this number is down in comparison to what we saw yesterday. I do believe that it finished off at about 350,000. So we can see that there have been some short shares that have pumped in on AMC so far this morning. And it is holding up very, very well. Not too bad. My friends and family, my fellow Gorilla Gang, drop some likes on the video. As per usual, my friends, we've got a goal. Every single live stream we try and rock and roll with this. Today, the goal is going to be, I'm going to be here until about 8:30 or so this morning. If you guys get this video to 4,000 likes by the end of this video, the end of this live stream, we will be putting down a little bit of that Kraken, giving another toast to the Gorilla Gang and the crew out here at Trey's Trades. Gotta rock with the gang. So that's what I'm looking at. You guys want to see that happen? Drop a like on this video. Really does help support the channel way more than you realize, and it does mean a lot to me. Beautiful. And I tell you what, water tastes like nothing. But you guys would be so proud of me because guess what? I have not had any coffee and I've not had any Mountain Dew or Diet Coke so far this morning, which is awesome. Thank you, Pete, for that super chat. I do appreciate it. The price dropped 28 cents on AMC in the after hours, but showed more green volume than red, so unsure why. Sending appreciation from the UK. Kraken is the bee's knees. Dude, love Kraken. Absolute powerhouse. Guys, if you're looking for stocks, by the way, I'll talk about that in a second. If you're looking for stocks that have some pretty solid potential today, I would look at OPGN, I would look at eyes, and I would look at ears. These are all going to be really solid scalp opportunities. However, once we get closer to the opening bell, I'll give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. This is what I use in turn for a scanner. It's very simple. I look for stocks with a lot of volume. I look for stocks with a lot of turnover. So if you have a stock that's on the top of this list or near the top of the list for both of these, right? You can see that OPGN and eyes yesterday was on the top of that list. Today it's having great price action. Ears was not so much, but it was in there, right? It was number 4 in terms of turnover. Volume not as high, right? But it could change, at some point today. So take that for what it is, my friends. This is what I'm looking at in terms of some day trades here today. When I do close out my position in eyes, like I am planning on doing today, I am likely going to be keeping that dry powder, possibly scalping some of these other stocks like ears, like eyes, like OPGN, and taking some of those profits and putting them into AMC. I tell you what, I am currently up $6,300 on EYES, and I am very likely going to put about $4,000 of that into AMC. Going to keep contributing to the cause because I do believe in what that stock is doing. Now, am I going to buy straight out shares? I'm not entirely sure yet. I am leaning more towards maybe like a one-third, two-thirds split. So a third of those put into options, 2/3 into shares. I'm going to be getting some out the money calls, but close to the strike price, right? Close to market value. So I'm looking at like this $10, $11 strike. It's 80 cents premium right now per share. So it'd be $80 and $60 for those $10 or $11 strikes, right? And then if those go in the money, you can choose to exercise those if you'd like, or sell them for a pretty solid profit and reinvest the profits back into the stock. That's either way you're cooking with Crisco, my friends. AMC is up 0.86% so far here in the pre-market. Not a bad day. Eyes having a nice little bounce back. Did bounce off that level of support right here at about 19.20 very, very smoothly, sitting at about $21.40 right now. Early bird gets the tendies. You know what it is, JoJo. You know what it is. Jay Branch, Kraken and Cherry Coke is my drink. Oh, yeah, man. Kraken is so good. I like Kraken and Dr. Pepper. That's actually really, really good. It's super tasty. You wouldn't think it, but it's like, man, something about that barbecue water, baby. That barbecue water. It just takes great care of you. Great care of you. Trey believes in AMC stock. He sold half of his shares already. He had over 1K shares. Man, you're missing the picture. I've got 2,050 shares right now. I don't know where this rumor is coming from. People think that I got out of AMC, but I have not. I have not. It is not the case. Pretty PC Supreme says, appreciate all you do. Trade plans for Sen's option. So, Sens obviously took a really big dump when we had that market correction, and I was not anticipating that, nor was probably anybody else. So with that Sens option, my intrinsic value on that is pretty much gone. I mean, if I sell it, I'm looking at $50 maybe. So I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it by the off chance that Sensonics does have a little bit of a bounce and it can recover. So far today it is up about 3.5%, but there's just not a lot of volume there. They had a great earnings report, but it got slapped. Like nobody cared because of how bad the market was correcting at that given time. So unfortunately, it may be a chance here where these Sensonics options contracts that I hold might expire worthless. And that's okay, right? That's why we use options as a supplementary source to fuel our investment, and not so much as the meat and potatoes, because if your options don't go well, you kill your portfolio, right? So primarily with long-term investing, we like to focus on holding physical shares, and then we like to have fun with options so that it can be a supplementary addition to our portfolio. So take that for what it is. All right, Kilded says, how do you trade options and what is it? I've never done it. I've been trying to figure it out to do it or if it's worth it. So if you're new to options, I would say take some time at first to familiarize yourself, right? Because you don't want to get stuck, buying way too much of an option and killing your portfolio. So take that for what it is. But I'm going to use AMC as an example. So this is very, very easy. We're going to give you 3 terms: in the money, at the money, out the money. These are the most important aspects besides maybe the ask on a stock and the volatility. So in the money refers to a option contract that you purchase that is below the current market value. So these are all highlighted in green on Webull. So if you look at the current market value of AMC is trading at $9.38. It closed yesterday above $9, which means that all of these options contracts underneath $9 strike is in the money. That's why you're paying a higher premium. You can think of the premium or this ask right here, the red numbers. That is what you you would pay if you wanted to purchase these. So I can just click on this and you can see down here it has the limit order. It says buy, right? You'd pay $1.12 per share, which would come out to $112 total for one contract at that $9 strike. Now, in the money calls, you do pay more premium because you're basically locking in, you're paying a higher insurance to lock in that security, right? That's what you're looking at. With these farther out plays, like, maybe $10 is pretty close to at the money. So at the money refers to a strike price that is close to or at the market value currently. And, those will be kind of moderate in premium price. And then out the money refers to any strike price that is above the current market value. As the strike price continues to go up, you pay less premium because there's less chance of it hitting that strike price, the implied volatility, right? Going into the stock, you're going to be looking at, you're going to need a lot of volatility, some sort of news catalyst in order to get that number up to that strike price. So you pay a lot less for the premium on these, but these can be extremely, extremely lucrative, right? So you can do a couple different options here, right? There's a way, funny pun. You can play a couple different options here. So in the money is a great way to kind of nickel and dime, right? You don't necessarily have as much upside. You pay more premium for, your shares. It's a great way for me to average down, right? So if you want to pay, for this premium, let's say it drops down to $9, at a market open, you want to lower your dollar cost average and you're willing to pay, $2.40 per share per contract, which would be $240 premium. You're willing to pay that $240 premium to lock in that $7 strike. Maybe you think it's going to come back a little bit, or maybe you think it's going to go out a little bit, right? If you buy a $7 strike and it moves up to $15, you're going to be really happy that you paid that premium because you can get those shares at that $7 strike price, which is huge. So you can play it that way if you want to exercise. That's what I personally do. It's totally up to you. If you want to get these out the money, the best course of action is to sell them and not exercise them. So let's say that you hypothetically got a $17 strike for an option and you decided to sell that, right? You don't really want to exercise unless for some reason you thought AMC was going to go to $30, right? In which case, maybe it's not bad to exercise, but typically you're going to make more money if you sell your options contracts if it does get close to that strike price. So that's a quick run through. I really should make a video on options that goes a little deeper into the meat and potatoes, and I will down the road. So we'll get into that, and that's just a basic rundown. But a big thing to talk about is the time decay. So that's the last thing I want to talk about. The longer that you hold an option, the less likely you are to come out profitable on it. So there, in regards to time decay, I think a good teaching tool here would be an options calculator. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Options profit calculator. So if we look at a long call, right, that's bullish. We're just going to type in AMC right here, get price, and we're going to select an option. So let's just say that we're clicking on that 19 March and you wanted to purchase a $10 option for $1.15. You can choose a stock range, but I'm just going to let it automatically pick itself. We're actually going to bring this up to, $15, just so you can see a better range. So check this out. This is time decay. So let's say that to date, it hit $15. You would be up, $420 on that single option contract, or 360-ish% or so. Now, as time goes on, that starts to lose a little bit of value. Not as much so when you're in that $15 range, right? Because people are willing to pay a lot of money for that. But especially if you're not profitable yet or you haven't met that strike price, time decay is a big deal. And you can lose value on your options contract the longer that you hold them. So that's why it's a good thing if you're looking at a long-term stock for an option, right? To set the date out a little ways so that you've got time to play with that time decay, just so that you've got that in the back of your mind. That's what I'm going to touch on right now, but we'll get into that more so in the future. That's what I've got for you right now, my friends. Trey, please make a video about options. I will do it. I will. I promise you. All right, hope that answered your question, Killed It. I tried to give you a pretty basic rundown there. Edward Smith says, did you see the spike in AMC after hours? It shot up to 14:55 at around 6:42 p.m. Central Time. So I did see that. I saw some screenshots. I didn't see it on my specific brokerage account, but I did see that happen. It didn't pop up on my Webull. I saw it pop up to about $9.29, but I saw so many screenshots talking about it, and I have no idea what that could be. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm always going to tell you guys when I don't know what something is. I don't know what that is, because I've seen that happen a couple days now, and it's really, really surprising because it doesn't reflect in the price action the next day. It's a little confusing. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. Wills says, when we start squeezing, can the brokerages do anything to stop us getting our money? I know they stop people buying before they can stop is selling. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that again. I don't think they're going to get away with that. So take that for what it is. Take that for what it is. Especially with what happened with Robinhood, I think it's a big deal to realize that there are going to be a lot of people that are watching this. Thank you to Devin. I appreciate that. K, I have bought my shares with my own cash, but noticed all are on margin on E-Trade account. What does that mean? So that means that you currently have a margin account, and it's not necessarily a bad thing inherently in and of itself, right? But it does mean that, you know, depending on how your account is set up, you can have a 1-to-1 leverage, a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, but it means that your cash settles and you're able to trade that that capital or that liquidity pretty much immediately after you buy or sell into a stock. So it does help your overall situation in terms of speed, but you do pay interest on margin accounts. So the longer that you hold something, the more interest you're going to pay on that. Typically, your brokerage firm will be pretty transparent. They'll disclose to you how much your interest is going to be annually on a margin account. So I'll just look into that. Jacob says, hypothetically say a squeeze does happen somewhere between now and March 19th. What would a good strategy be for someone who owns June 18th $12 calls? Personally, I would take profits on them. I would take profits on them for sure. It's a great way to leverage your gains, and I like that you set them out for June. It's worth it to pay a higher premium because you're locking in that security. You're locking in that security, and you're able to kind of play with time a little bit more. So that's my 2 cents there, man. I'm debating on what I want to do here with eyes. It could be a play where it gets a double bounce on that $19 level of support. And I'm in early enough on this where I'm not really stressing. My dollar cost average is $11.96. Currently up about $5,300, 68%, which is a solid amount. But I'm curious on whether it's going to continue, because what we saw yesterday, if we look at the price action here, right, is it had this slow and steady run up into the regular market hours, and then it had a nice little push up to $15, traded sideways for the rest of the day. I'm curious if it's going to do that again. So what I'm seeing right now in terms of what we're looking at, 15 MA is still trading over the 200 MA. I'm going to pull up the VWAP because that gives us an idea of what we're looking at. You want to see a bounce off of that VWAP. Once it starts trading underneath the VWAP, it is then going to be a little more of bearish territory. So we want to see that keep trading over the VWAP. Otherwise, that means it's losing a little bit of momentum. So keep that in the back of your mind if you are trading EYES. I do think it's going to have some solid potential for a day trade scalp opportunity, but I would not touch this unless you're a really experienced investor, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind if you do decide that you want to take a position in EYES. Keep that in the back of your mind. There's risk involved, nothing guaranteed about EYES. Ortex reported option sweeps in AMC yesterday, news section at noon. Can you talk about that? Yeah, I'll check that out. I think I'm on the wrong tab. Here we go. AMC, baby. You know what it is. All right. So, news section at 12. Looking for it. News. I don't know why I can't see it. Maybe I'm just a silly chicken. Oh, here we go. Duh. All right, 12 o'clock. Leveraged commentary and data. Volatile AMC Entertainment bonds jump on equity upgrade. Is that what it is? Maybe it's this. 10 communication service stocks. No. Gonna check back in here on this. Sitting at 1975. Gonna read this again. Option sweeps. So what I am seeing is this. AMC Entertainment bonds advanced to fresh highs after Wedbush doubled its equity target ahead of Wednesday's earnings report. Industry's media and entertainment reference companies, AMC Entertainment Holdings. I doubt that's it. I'm not seeing it, man. I gotta be honest with you. If you show me a link or you drop it in the chat bar, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. Thank you to Veggie Beef Burger. veggie beef burger. That's pretty funny. When the squeeze is happening, will you go live immediately as you see it happening to notify us? I will do my best. If I'm at work, there's nothing I can do about that. I got to be honest with you, but if I'm not working, 100% guarantee you I will. Guarantee you I will. By the way, I see a lot of people asking about this mug, and I don't like promoting my merch. It makes me feel kind of guilty, I'm going to be honest. I don't like coming off as a money-hungry guy. But if you want to check out some merch, this is the website, TreysGorillaGang.com. We've got a bunch of cool stuff in here. Some hoodies, some t-shirts. Win an exclusive prize. You can enter that to get to try your luck, right? Women's t-shirts. We've got some face masks, yada, 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 some mugs, posters. We got a Not a Dead Cat sticker, baby. And we're going to have a shirt eventually, so watch for that. And a George W. drawstring bag. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. If not, that's cool. I'm chilling. All right. Ape Love Ape. Trade GME after hours is 218. I saw that, man. GameStop is ripping right now, up 11%. What's really annoying to me, guys, is not the fact that I don't have a heavy stake in GameStop. I have no FOMO at all because I still believe that AMC's got higher short interest potential and short squeeze potential than GameStop because of the short interest on the stock, right? What's frustrating is that AMC is not getting the love. It's people aren't waking up and buying in. Look at this. This is crazy. GameStop trades for $200 a share, and it's got 14,000 total shares being traded in that single minute. What do we have here on AMC? Less volume, right? This is getting less volume, and it's a cheaper stock. That's crazy, and it's insane because AMC to me literally has higher squeeze potential. I mean, you look at the numbers, and it just makes sense. We look at this AMC short interest. It's insane that the interest rate continues to go up. We've got 100% utilization on Ortex, at least as of yesterday. I haven't checked yet this morning. 100,000 total short shares available, right? Look at that short volume ratio yesterday, 17%, 12.2% interest short borrow fee rate, right? Just crazy, crazy high numbers. Now let's look at GameStop really quick. I haven't looked at the GameStop share availability yet, so I'm not sure what it's looking like, but I'd be interested to see if any of them have covered. Yeah, so short share availability, 750,000. That's way higher. Short volume ratio, yesterday it saw about the same amount, 15.2 million out of 63.5 million volume. Short borrow fee rate, 2.65%. There's no pressure on these shorts to cover their positions right here. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Gorilla Gang, What Are Going to Traders podcast. Great to have you here. The stocks that I'm watching today, outside of GameStop and AMC, are going to be OPGN, EYES, and EARS. EARS. Eyes and ears, baby. These are both great stocks that I think have some solid potential for some scalping opportunities today if you are looking to do so. There is risk involved with trading though, so be cautious, right? There's nothing guaranteed. I want you guys to know that right off the bat. You do not have anything guaranteed, right? There's technical setups, and we try our best to predict things based off of technical setups. However, sometimes things don't go the way that you imagine they will. So just keep that in the back of your mind. OZSC should swing trade like an MF like the rest of the week. Lots of news catalysts coming. OZSC. So this is an OTC market stock, so keep that in the back of your mind. You can't trade this on Webull, not available as you can see over here. There's risk involved with OTC market stocks, but there's a lot of implied volatility as well. You can make a crap ton of money off of OTC market stocks because they're so cheap, right? This is trading at 17 cents right now. I'd have to do a little more research as for what kind of news catalysts they have coming up, but you heard it from Matthew. If you want to dig into that, it does look like on a technical setup, it's starting to get a little bit of a move here. You can't trade this during the after hours or the pre-market, so keep that in the back of your mind. But that's what you're looking at, yeah. Chris Evans, thank you. Rasmus says, Trey, you telling me that your second most loved long-term stock Sense all of a sudden is a dead cat? What's the deal? No, man. No, not at all. Not at all. Sensonics, I don't think is a dead cat at all. I said my call options are likely going to be a dead cat. I don't think I'm going to come out on top on those. But my long-term investment on this, right? I've got 631 shares here, a dollar cost average of 361.9. And in my other brokerage account, I've got about $2,000 worth of Sensonics as well. And I will continue to add to this because this is one of my high conviction stocks. There's nothing about that has changed for me. I'm going to keep riding it without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. Where the heck am I? I get asked this all the time. If you're just tuning in, I am stationed at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. And I'm here for military training, and I'm not sure, maybe you're new to the channel, but I do have some medical issues with my eyes and my heart. I've been going to the cardiologist for some follow-up appointments for ladder infarctions. I have had heart attacks here in the past, which is unfortunate, you know, for being 23 years old. And I also have bilateral anterior uveitis. Currently, my eyes are treating me pretty well, but I can't see anything. So the pain is gone, the inflammation is gone, but the vision is still not intact. So it might take some time for that vision to come back, but nonetheless, that's why I'm here at Fort Sill, and it sounds like they might end up medically recycling me as well. So I know that you guys have been trying to keep up with the with the story and what's going on, and that's currently what we're looking at right now. There is a chance that I end up getting pushed to the next class, which is in June. So if that happens, I don't know what's going to happen yet. There's two different options. So one, they could keep me here at Fort Sill, and I could end up working a shop job, which is essentially, you know, it could be, you know, accountability management. It could be inventory management. I could be in charge of social media. There's a variety of different things. You know, I'll be in and out of training meetings and just working with some of the different instructors. Or B, they might let me go out to Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and I could settle into my house. And that is a much better scenario for me. I would love to be able to do that. That'd be a lot of fun. I've really been wanting to get settled in at my house over there. So we'll see what happens. I think my girlfriend would be pretty happy with that. I'll let you guys know what ends up rocking. But for now, I'm doing all right. You know, I wanted to keep you guys up to date. But I'm drinking water. I haven't had any coffee today. I haven't had any Diet Dew. No coffee, no dew. We're just cooking with Crisco, baby. I think I am going to take profits here on not Sensonics, eyes, if it ends up breaking below that VWAP. So I currently have 652 shares. I can always come back to this if it does end up having a nice move again, but I'm pretty happy with the amount of money that I'm up. So I'm watching to see if it holds over the VWAP right now. Currently, it's testing it pretty strong. I'm watching for an engulfing candlestick pattern on EYES to close above. We need a green candle to close above that previous red candle. You've got a little bit of a wick underneath this right here, signifying that there are some buyers trying to step in and keep it above the VWAP, but they're struggling a little bit right now. Volume's not quite following through, and I would much rather lock in profits and then get back in at a lower price if it does end up ripping again, right? It's way better. I would much rather leave profits on the table than get caught holding the bag because I wasn't paying attention to the live price action and what the stock is telling me. So just watching that very closely here. I'm going to try and monitor what's going on with EYES. I do think it's got solid day trade potential, but only get into this stock if you are an experienced trader. I do not want you guys getting burned. Please be careful. I really do urge that more than probably anything on the planet. So if you end up getting into that stock and it doesn't perform well, just keep in mind that there are times that I've day traded things and I haven't made money. So a lot of risk involved. Make sure that you know what you're doing. I'm going to keep saying that over and over. My dad went to Fort Bragg, actually. So did mine. My dad lived at Fort Bragg for a long time. He was a really good dude. Really cool. I actually have my biological father was in the military for 24 years, and my stepdad, he's passed away now. But nonetheless, my father lives out in Florida right now. Very good guy. Very good guy. I am 23, for anybody wondering. All right, gonna scroll back up here and read some more of these chats. Thank you. So I hope that answers your question, Rasmus. I always go on these long tangents. I apologize. It's hard for me not to. I just get excited. I try to help people out. Tiffany says, "What do you think about a good entry point for OPGN? Not seeking financial advice, just your thoughts." OPGN, if you are gonna get into this, watch for a. I don't want that Ichimoku clouds. I mean, it's definitely testing right now. I think it's in a good opportunity. Trading below the VWAP, though, so there's not as much buying pressure that is associated here. But you're looking at a level of support riding at about 327. Next level of support riding down here at about 314. So somewhere between this price zone, I think, is the safest bet. It might not end up dropping down to that, though, so just be careful. That would be my 2 cents if you want to day trade or swing it for the day, right? There's a couple different ways that you can play that. So that's what I would say right now, my friend. EYES looks like it's really trying hard to stay in this ascending wedge formation right here, really winding up, riding this little bit of a bullish flag formation, honestly. I mean, if you look at this at a macroscopic perspective, what we have here is a large-scale bullish flag. I mean, check this out. I'm going to clear this out really quick just so you can see it. We've got the flagpole right here, really clean price action, really clean movement, and then you've got this flag, right? So you've got this ascending level of support, you've got a descending level of resistance, winding up, getting ready to push above this descending level of resistance. That's what we're watching for right now. It's really got to stay above that VWAP, which is coincidentally right where this ascending level of support is riding right now, and that's what we're looking at right here. Ears, to give you guys a quick update, sitting up about 38.6%. This is also having a little bit of a bullish flag formation, but it's a little less clean, right? We do have a triple bottom right here, two George W's in the making, which is typically a good sign of an upcoming bullish reversal. I would say 7 or 8 times out of 10 that is a sign of an upcoming run, and we do have a couple of good candle patterns here that signify that you might see it. We've got an engulfing candlestick pattern here. We've got a 2 lows high close candlestick pattern here, and a 2 lows high close soon to be, I would guess, engulfing candlestick pattern right here, or soon to be. So ears also looking very solid, and we did just go over OPGN right now. So hopefully you guys were able to pull some information from that. What price of AMC do you think is a good price to get into? AMC, if you're looking to establish or add to your position, I do think it's likely you see it pull back. So if we look at this on a 5-day chart, right, stocks go up and stocks go down. It is the way. This is the way, right? It very well could easily drop back down to levels of support down here at about 928, right? If it drops below that, where's the next level of support? Right around here at about $9. So I'd say somewhere between $9 and $9.25, $9.30 would treat you pretty dang well. You'd be sitting pretty good on that, in my personal opinion. Of course, that stock is so unpredictable. Technical analysis is 100% trumped by all of the craziness that's going on in the world right now. All right. Been watching you for a while. God, that sounds creepy. No, you're good, man. But I think if your wisdom, your kindness, and wise health and happiness for you and your fam, I appreciate that, man. That does mean a lot to me. That means a lot to me. So, oh, yeah, look at eyes. It's testing it right now. It's testing. It's trying to break that descending level of resistance. Currently sitting at $20.30 right now on EYES. It looks like it's really trying to do it. And if it does, we will let it ride. If it rejects, it very well could easily test out that VWAP again, which we do not want to see happen. OGEN, I see popping up in the chat here, up over 65%. Dang, look at this thing rip. Holy Toledo. I would not. Jesus. Yeah, don't chase that. Don't chase it. If you're going to get into this, wait for a pullback. What was the news? Enters into material transfer agreement with Biodextrous for the use of mucosal adjuvant in its intranasal COVID-19 vaccine. Oh, man. That's filthy. That's dirty. Look at that go. So there's an opportunity for you. If you're looking for an entry point, you want to scalp this, be very, very careful. But you've got a level of support sitting at about $1.32. Another level of support sitting right here at about $1.43. So that's what you're looking at in terms of a price zone. I think $1.32 is probably the best case scenario here. Looking at retracements so far, it's been very clean moves. I mean, we look at this, retraced 23.6%, right? So that's nothing. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. I see Trip popping up as well, up about 19%. Must have also had news come out. Looks like Trit Inc.'s strategic partnership with Western Union Business Solutions. So that is also a stock that's popping. Man, we've got so many stocks moving this morning. Holy freaking Toledo, guys. Not a bad morning for the stock market. It is looking really nice and green, which is a great change of pace from what we've been seeing here in the past. Not bad. It's Bob Evans. Dude, I like that. Much love to the Gorilla Gang. Question: how come Webull doesn't show the hard to borrow icon like other stocks, like SCKT, if the utilization is 100%? I don't have an answer for that, man. I wish I did, but unfortunately, I am a measly peasant. There's only so much that I know. I'm a weeb. I'm a gorilla. Gorillas do not know as much as I probably should, but I've honestly never even heard of that. I do know that if you click on, short, it will tell you that it's a hard to borrow stock, and they might not have enough stocks. So if you do want to check it, you can click on short, and sometimes it'll tell you straight out that they just don't have enough shares. So I'll try this. Well, I don't have buying power for it right now, but regardless, if you want to test that out, you can definitely do so. I've seen that pop up in my own personal experience. So, all right. INVO, baby. How's that looking? Man, every single stock in the market's just ripping. Jesus, look at this. Wow. Dang. See, this is still a pretty heavy chase, but it's less of a chase than some of these other stocks. Up 90% right now. Man, it looks like these things can really start ripping pretty good. Look at all these stocks. OGEN up 70%, Trit up 21%. INVO up 90. Sensonics not doing much. OPGN up 24%. I would say OPGN and INVO are the safest so far, but don't catch a falling knife here. I would wait for level of support to bottom out. We haven't seen a rejection yet. We haven't seen it bottom out. I would say somewhere around 573. It's probably where you're looking for that. OGEN. We already labeled those off for you. If you're looking, OPGN, we already labeled those off for you. Eyes currently riding in this bullish flag formation, really trying hard to rip out of that, but it's just not following through quite yet. We got to wait and see if some volume will follow through on that. We got a crazy amount of volume that ripped on this in the morning. I'm curious what that short interest is looking like again, so we're going to pull that back up just to see if that number has changed at all. Pull that up and refresh the page. Short share availability still sitting at 0 as of 2 hours ago, so not much has changed yet. We'll have to wait and see what ends up happening, but it is really testing out that VWAP, so I think I am going to end up taking some profits on this, and I can always reestablish at the bottom if we need to do so. So I'm just going to have that sell order ready in case it does start ripping below there. It does look like it will. Man, she's really testing it. She's really testing it. Watching her close. I want this to stay above the VWAP because if it rips underneath that, it could come with a pretty rough move. Watching. What is my sell limit at? I'm going to set this for $19 just by the off chance that it doesn't have the ability to get filled. Got to watch that pretty close. All right. Check Trit. I did just do that. Hopefully you're able to catch that here really quick. Yeah, I'm going to take the profits. Hopefully it'll... Oh, I didn't set extended hours. Derp. I forgot to turn on extended hours, so it didn't fill. Oh, dang. Well, that's how she goes. AMC, guys. We're going to give you a quick update on AMC here today. I'm going to come back to that. I want to watch that because I don't want to end up getting screwed on that position that I have. I want to lock in those profits. However, AMC not sitting too bad. I did have a little bit of a sell-off here, but the candle wick I like, right? That's a huge hammer candle. It's called a shooting star. That's a good thing to see right there. Sitting at about $9.40, up about 1.4% here in the pre-market. Now sitting at $9.45. Volume so far today, nothing crazy. Looking at the order book, about an equal amount of buyers and sellers. Nice even spread across the bid. Some pretty big walls on the ask, and this is more typical of retail investors, not so much institutional. Institutional investors will typically block out a couple hundred % so that they can ladder the stock down. And I do think that DTCC rule is a big player in why AMC is holding up pretty well now. It's had a great couple of days, has been doing very solid. So that's what we're looking at right now for that stock. And I am going to close out of this position. So guys, bear with me. I do just want to lock in these profits. Hope that you guys understand. Locking in for eyes, sitting at 1971, selling them, taking that profit. So I made a good $5,000 on EYES here today. Not too mad about that, baby. Good little morning. We're going to watch some other stocks as well. I'm going to keep my eye on INVO, see if we end up getting some nice price bounce off of that. And then OZSC, we'll keep our eye on later as well. OPGN, looking like a good entry point. It's still going to be around that 326 range. I'll watch eyes again here in the future, but I do think it is going to sell off since it did break that VWAP, and I can always re-enter into that once it reaches a bottom. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'd rather lock in the profits and leave a little bit on the table if that is the case. Ears, I'm also watching. Ears volume is dying down a little bit, so you got a little bit of a decreasement in volatility. This does look like it might be a little bit of a falling knife. However, we'll see what happens when we get closer to market open, my friends. So, taking profits is always allowed, guys. I appreciate that. I'd rather lock in profits. If I leave it on the table, that's fine. You gotta look at investing as a long-term game, right? So you're using short-term aggressive strategies to capitalize on a long-term game. So what happens sometimes is if you get too greedy, right? You're gambling. You're at the casino. I would much rather play it by the books and watch what the charts are telling you, because if we break the VWAP, it usually comes with a pretty hard sell-off, right? So maybe this time I was wrong. It's not, we can't know for sure. However, it's testing, and now this VWAP is acting as resistance. So if it ends up selling off, right, I made the right move. If it doesn't, well, that's okay. I can always get into other stocks. There's going to be other stocks that are moving, throughout the market here today. So I'm not stressing out about that. I can always get back into eyes based on different things that are happening. So love the energy. Can you check out OGEN? Hopefully you're able to catch that. By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, if we get this video, this live stream to 4,000 likes by... if we get this video to 4,000 likes by the end of the live stream, I am going to be taking a rip of Kraken. We're going to take a rip of Kraken. We're going to give a nice toast to the Gorilla Gang and the community. We try to do this every single live stream to celebrate everybody that takes the time to rock with the Gorilla Gang, to cook with the crew, right? We're cooking with Crisco all the time, and if you want to see that happen, you want to take a rip with me, that's the way that we make it happen, my friends. So I do appreciate everybody here. That would mean a huge amount to me. Thank you for everybody tuning in right now to the Trayders Podcast, episode 42. Can't believe we've been going for that long, guys. Man, time flies. All right, guys, I am so proud of myself. Not even drinking coffee or dew. SOS. So I have covered this in some previous live streams. SOS to me is not a good long-term investment. This is a good one to ride momentum on. So if you want to ride this for momentum for a swing or a day trade, feel free to do so, but I'm not going to touch this for a long-term investment, personally. Honestly, I should just make a video and talk about this because I don't feel like everybody watches my live streams, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? There's always going to be other opportunities out there, but I'd rather err on the side of caution and stay away from SOS as a long-term investment. If you want to ride momentum on that, feel free to do so, right? There's definitely opportunity there, but I'm just going to be cautious. I'm going to be cautious. Watching ears, watching eyes, watching OPGN here this morning. Got AMC rocking as well. Going to be watching for a buy zone in the $9 range to add to my position there. You be drinking rum, though. Yeah. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. All right, good morning, brother. Let me scroll back up here. Can you reiterate? I believe you said if we don't set a sell limit price that there's a chance our accounts get liquidated in event of a squeeze. So I didn't quite say that, right? I said if you how do I word this? So my account got liquidated because of liquidity and collateral issues by Fidelity, right? That's what they claimed. I was on a 1-to-1 ratio. I was playing with settled cash, right? So there was no reason for a margin call because I wasn't playing on house money. I wasn't leveraged, and my account got liquidated because of that. I don't necessarily think that because if you don't set a sell limit price, there's a chance you'll get liquidated. I don't think that's the case. However, with the squeeze, what setting a sell limit price does is it forces the buyers, right, the shorts when they cover, to buy back stock at that limit price that you are setting. So hypothetically speaking, if every single person that was holding an AMC position, right, they all set their sell limit to $1,000, then you would have no option if you're short but to purchase back at $1,000 because that's all that people are offering it to you for. It's supply and demand. Obviously, we're not going to get every single person on the planet to do that, but if it did happen, hypothetically speaking, you could have the stock hit $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, which is why I keep saying that we really need the volume to push this because we're not as unified as that Volkswagen squeeze that happened back in 2008. That was just two unified forces, right? You had Porsche and you had the German government. They worked together to make that happen. So you're really going to need some good volume to pump in this since we don't have that unification, which is a big piece of what goes down in these squeezes. So take that for what it is, my friend. Hope that answered your question. Watching Socket, watching OPGN. OPGN, I'm not liking that the volume's dying. I really want that volume to stay around, and it's just not there right now. EYES up 71%, still hanging around that VWAP. Looks like it's trying to hold that pretty strong, but it's not quite doing it yet. OPGN, not minding that. Trinity has a little bit of a George W starting to form up here. Riding an ascending level of support. Volume is pulling back a little bit. I think I would consider taking a position here for a quick scalp if some more volume steps in here. So they announced that partnership with Western Union Business Solutions, which is pretty huge. This could be a buy the hype, sell the news play, though. We got to see how the market reacts to that, right? So I'm watching to see how the market reacts. Ears, like I said, volume is pulling back a little bit. OPGN, volume pulling back a little bit. Eyes, volume is still sticking around. But I'm okay that I locked in the profits. I'd much rather walk away with profits and get back in, as I'd mentioned before. All right, reading from John Fields, also not advice, but can you let us know where you set your limits at for now? So Webull is pretty particular about what you set your sell limits at. So what I would suggest is, if you're gonna watch AMC, right, you want to set a sell limit, to adjust it day by day, because you can slowly do that, right? So if a stock starts to squeeze and it starts running up really hard and it starts ripping, you can, GLSI is ripping, huh? Interesting. Look at that. ANPC as well. Sorry that I just stopped in mid-sentence there. Anywho, Jesus Christ. These are heavy chases. I wouldn't buy into these right now. But anyways, adjust your sell limit day by day. That would be my 2 cents there. I know that some brokerage accounts are going to be pretty particular about how they let that rock. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Regains NASDAQ compliance. Why is this ripping? Does anybody have news on ANPC? What's the news on ANPC? What is the reason this is ripping so hard? Jesus Christ. So many stocks are going crazy right now. Look at GLSI go. Wow. Jeez. 44.81. I'm debating. I want to watch for a pullback. So I'm going to pull up a multi-chart. I want to watch a couple different stocks here. So I've got the multi-chart pulled up. I'm going to watch GLSI. We're going to have AMC pulled up here as well. Oh, I've got to change this. Set as a group 2, 3, and 4. And we'll just watch all these side by side. Got a trade button pulled up here. Adjust this. Meet them somewhere in the middle. Just give me 1 second, my friends, my family. And want to extend this a little bit so we got more room to read. There we go. Let me know if you guys like this. I know it's probably a little bit harder to read, but it makes it a little bit easier to watch a couple stocks at the same time. So I'm going to watch GLSI. I'm going to watch, come back here to stocks. I'm going to watch ANPC. Gonna watch OGEN and eyes. ANPC, OGEN, eyes. Customized. ANPC, OGEN, eyes. And we'll give regular updates on what's happened with AMC as well. So be watching for that. We'll make that happen. I gotta turn on the extended hours on all these. God, I forgot about that. All right. Show extended hours. Show extended hours. Show extended hours. And one more time. Yeah, guys, look at that. Looks like eyes are selling off. I can always hop back into it, but I'm staying away for now. Staying away for now. All right, so we're having a little bit of a micro pullback here on ANPC. Going to be watching that a little bit closely here. Can I talk about MVIS? I've got a video coming out on MVIS here in a little bit. In fact, I'm going to check my channel content and see if the videos are done rendering. If they are, I will post them for you. So my eyes video is rendered. I will post that real quick. Basically, what I say in this video is there's a lot of risk involved. I wouldn't hold this for a long-term position. I wouldn't look for a squeeze. I would only touch that if you're looking for a scalp. So let me just pin a comment on that really quick. And I can have that ready for anybody who is curious. I'm just going to say, to double down, risk involved. Only trade this if you are an experienced trader and are looking for a quick day flip. All right, there we go. But the MVIS video will come out when that is rendered. So just be watching for it. That will come out here. Eyes is not really enticing me too much right now. GLSI is pretty interesting. Hasn't run up as much as ANPC has. And I like that engulfing candlestick pattern. But I think I might have already missed that move. All right, gonna come back and read some of these. Christian Baller says, yo, I live in NC trade. Dude. We gotta hook up. We gotta link up. For sure. Big time. Paul Sanchez says, Trey, thoughts on AMC $9 strike call option I bought for this Friday. I love the channel and energy. I think you're gonna do pretty well on that, man. I think you're gonna be sitting just freaking fine. Very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. I don't see any way that you really can't come out on top of that. Here's one. I like this. OGEN. Watch an OGEN here. Sitting at about $1.34. Does look like it's got that George W set up on that level of support. So I could be wrong, but I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm going to take a shot at OGEN. 3,000 shares would get me about $4,000, so I'm going to rock with 3,500. I want to get about $5,000 in this. 4,000. We'll rock 3,800. So 3,800 bucks, setting it at a limit price of $1.34. Volume staying a little consistent. I don't want to catch this falling knife right here. And OGN looks pretty solid right now. So I think this is the route that I'm going to go. I'm going to watch it pretty dang close. I'm not entirely sure. OPGN, we'll check on that as well. OPGN. OPGN has a little less risk. And the volume doesn't look too bad. In fact, that's actually starting to pick up here again. How's the volume look in comparison? 12,000 versus 12,000. They're pretty much identical. I do like that George W setup, though. I really like that a lot. And it looks like it might end up getting a break of a descending level of resistance right here. So that's what I'm watching right now in terms of a technical setup. But I want to see a hard push. If it ends up breaking below this level of support right here at $1.30, I'm going to probably stay away. AMC. Giving you guys a quick update on AMC here really quick. We're going to switch it over to Eyes. Eyes not doing too much right now. Always can come back to that. AMC sitting at about $9.45. Coming back here to the stock. Man, I'm about $1.72, or not $1.72, 1.72%. Not too bad. Nice little George W forming right here, but a little choppy at price action. So not a lot of volume coming in on this yet, but it should end up coming eventually. GLSI ripping right now. Man, look at this go. I was really looking at it, but I just want to be careful that I don't chase that. I like buying the dips on these rips. Socket's not bad. Come back here to customize so I can watch these. GLSI really is ripping, though. She really do be ripping. She really do. I would look for a potential entry around like $45. But I don't want to buy at the top. I do not want to buy at the top. Torchlight, I see popping up. Torchlight is a long-term stock to me. It's a merger play. They're going to be merging with Metamaterials. I've covered them in the past, but I should definitely make some new videos talking about them here in the future, and I will. But I like the company. I like them a lot. If you're wondering what my opinion was on Torchlight, I'm very bullish on Torchlight for sure. Good Barbecue and Lawton. First option play, 5 contracts, $9 strike, 312 in at 51 cents. I believe price to go up. Should I exercise a role in the future call? For March 12th, huh? I personally... I would personally take the profits and just buy some more call options. The Game Tager Z says, I missed the old video setup. Oh, I know, man. Everything changes in life. Unfortunately, when I got this new camera, things weren't... I'm using my webcam right now, but this is what we got to rock and roll with. So, unfortunately, scenes will change, right? I'm always going to move. There's not much I can do about that. Morning, bud. Thank you for your service. What is a realistic target today for AMC? I'm not selling anytime soon. Just curious on your thoughts. Thank you. So AMC, in my personal opinion today, I'd watch for 10 bucks. I think it's got a really high chance to break $10. My reasoning for that being that it tested 962 and it's holding up pretty well here in the pre-market so far. Now it has pulled back a little bit, sitting at about $9.45 right now, but we do have some great bullish affirmation. It was trading above the VWAP, but it's hanging out just below the VWAP right now, which is a good thing to see for AMC. So that's what I'd be watching for. 10 bucks. 10 bucks is what I think it could possibly hit. How are you able to have this incredible energy in the morning with only drinking water? And this is energy causing the heart attacks. Dude, it must be. It must be. That must be what's doing it. Guys, we've got 6,000 people here. We get this live stream to 4,000 likes. I'll be taking a good old crack of the Kraken. A crack at the Kraken. Give it a toast to the community here. So if you want to make that happen, that is how you would do it, my friend. ANPC is about to rip. Market scanner called ANPC. I wish I'd seen your comment before, man. That would have been huge. That would have been huge. That's what I get for being slow. All right, AMC guys, those who are patient, you are being paid. You are being paid, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, guys. Huge. GLSI is ripping still, huh? 47.79. Having a little bit of a micro pullback. I'd watch for level of support here at about 45.85. If it pulls back to there. I don't like catching falling knives. I want to be really careful. Eyes still pulling back a little bit here. Ears still pulling back. A lot of volume starting to move in on this, and it's red volume, so you don't like to see that. That's not catching my eye at all. OGN holding up well, but it did break that level of support, so that doesn't catch my eye either. ANPC still a falling knife. I'm watching for a bottom out here, but this could be a good dip play. Unfortunately, there's no support to hold this up because of how fast it ran. That could be a picture-perfect pump and dump play. Although this may end up being a level of support, we want to see an engulfing candlestick pattern. If we get one, that would be an opportunity where I would take a potential trade. At that point, I would consider taking a trade on it. All right. Can you reach out to Uncle Bruce and help him manage the spammers? He needs help with these things. Thanks. The man from Uncle Bruce. You know, to be honest with you, my friend, not to be rude in the least bit, but I've got enough going on with my channel. I wish that I could help manage his spammers, but I've got enough on my own channel that I can barely take care of myself. So unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I apologize. All right. So the volume on this is pretty nice. I'm watching for an engulfing candlestick pattern. If we get it, I'll take a position here. I don't want 800 shares though. I think more about 700. Don't want to take too much size on this. Maybe even 650. So not quite there yet. Watching for it. Watching for that engulfing candlestick pattern. And I'm watching for a break out of this descending level of resistance. Right? So we got 3 touch points right here, which is exactly what we look for. We have fallen below the VWAP, so we want to see it regain that VWAP line. This is the volume weighted average price, in case you're wondering. It's a great tool for day trading to give you an idea of how much buying pressure and how much buying momentum there is on a stock. However, the way this is looking right now, it might not end up getting that engulfing candlestick pattern and a break above that descending level of resistance. We don't like to gamble with plays. We don't like to chase, which is why I didn't take that trade. We didn't get that engulfing candlestick pattern, so I'm going to keep letting that dip until we see that come back up. OZSE, I don't know why I keep thinking OZSE is going to do something. I forget it's an OTC market stock. I still sitting at about 67%. AMC, guys, we're going to give you a quick update on what this is looking like in terms of numbers. So we're going to come back here to the AMC short interest, pull this up really quick here on Fintel. I can never type this. I can never type this out. It's so frustrating. Oh, man. Anyways, how is this looking? 100,000 total short share availability as of an hour ago. Looking about the same. 12.2. Actually, I think it's down. I thought it was 150,000. So 100,000 total right now. 12.2% short borrow fee rate. So not a bad number there as well. Ortex, I don't believe has updated anything as of late. Still sitting at 100% utilization. So that's crazy. Number keeps going up, up, up. We'd like to see that. Huge. GLSI pulling back pretty hard right now. So broke that level of support. Glad I didn't take that falling knife. I didn't chase that trade right there. Why is Uncle Bruce an AMC hater? I don't have an answer for that. I don't think he's a hater. I just don't think he hasn't done the research on it. NPC. All right. So Dirk says, what options are you buying today? Can you go to the ones you might buy? Any eyes options? So eyes actually doesn't have any options available because it's such a new stock to ripping that hard, right? So if I buy any options, it'll probably be on AMC. That would be what I would look for. Oh, dang. There's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. hit. OGEN. Dang. Look at that thing. Jesus, that's a gnarly wick. That was disgusting. OZSC, I want to come back here and watch ANPC. Looks like that might be the support level. So we might end up getting that break above that descending level of resistance. I'm watching for that really, really closely. So just give me a second here to watch this trade. I want to see an engulfing candlestick pattern. I want to see a break above that descending level of resistance to ride that for momentum. I think we're going to get it. If we get a close above that, I'll take it. I want to see it open and close above that level of resistance. So if this is a nice green candle and starts pushing, I wouldn't mind taking that trade. Volume on this is really enticing. What I like is that the volume is sticking around, and we don't have to chase this because it is, yeah, I'm taking that. Oh, I might have already missed the move. Gonna change this to 10 bucks just to lock that in. There we go. Filled at 993. So I'm watching ANPC for a scalp here today. So I took this because it broke that descending level of resistance. We got to bounce off of the level of support right here. And if you were to change this to 5-minute candles, I would imagine you're seeing the beginning of a reversal here. So sitting at about $10.07, you can see that we've got an engulfing candlestick pattern on this this candle right here. And what's interesting about this is you've got a hammer candle, right? So this is what's called a hammer candle or a shooting star. Now it's a doji. However, this is typically a sign of an upcoming bullish reversal, weak selling pressure, strong buying pressure. So that's what we're watching for. We want to see that end up coming to fruition. Ended up breaking above that descending level of resistance, holding that support line. So playing that real quick. How am I buying? Great question. Webull does allow you to trade pre-market, in case you were curious. So if you want to trade pre-market, I do have a link to Webull in the description box. I will drop that in the comment section if you do want to check it out. If not, that is cool too, my friends. Life goes on. I'm just dropping it in here for anybody who is interested. So here's my Webull link. You get 2 free stocks with a $100 deposit. If not, that's cool. But the great thing is they do have pre-market trading. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. If not, we're straight chilling, my fam. My fellow Gorilla Gang. All right. Morning trade, love yourself. What do you think of a good entry point of INVO? It's up over 90% today. If you're going to trade that, only trade it as a scalp. Be cautious, right? You don't want to get caught chasing. So keep that in the back of your mind. See, it's bleeding really bad right now. So INVO does not entice me. It's broken that level of support, which we labeled trading way below the VWAP. This looks like a falling knife. I would wait until it bottoms out. Bottom out, possibly here. It's trying to hold at about 525. That does line up pretty well as support. But if it doesn't hold up there, you're looking at 466 or so, which is what it's looking like right now. So that's what I'd be watching for. So currently on my ANPC trade, about break even. It's trying really hard, but it does look like it is getting a little bit of momentum here. So it has had a definitive bounce. It's beginning an ascending level of support, right? Starting to get a little bit of movement now. Volume on this is very, very solid for the pre-market. Not too bad at all. Their news catalyst, in case you were wondering, was an update on cancer detection system CDAPS. So that's pretty interesting. AMC going to come back to this and give you guys a quick update. Sitting still at about 943. Not a lot of volume pumping in on this. Look at this crazy candle wick. Looking at the level 2s, there's a little more buyers, a little more sellers than buyers. Largest sell wall sitting about $9.45 right now on AMC. So be watching for that. Webull don't work in the UK, can only use the software, just can't trade with it. Use Trading 212. You heard it there. I don't live in the UK, so unfortunately I can't keep track of that stuff. But I trust my friends and family and the fellow gorillas out here that do live out there. So take their advice, my friends. All right. Hugh says, you should put together an investment class for your troops, man. I wish someone would have taught me how to do this back when I was in the MC, when I had 0 bills and 0 debt and 15,000 in a savings account gathering dust. Hugh, I've definitely thought about it. I'll try my best to do that. Eyes is launching, huh? Is that what you guys are saying? Oh, eyes is already gone. Guys, you confused me. I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Nah, but we're good. I'm not going to chase it. I feel pretty good about the setup on ANPC. As long as it continues to hold that level of ascending support, I'd feel pretty good about it. Down about 1% on that right now. My entry was $9.93. So I'm watching it. It's still right in that ascending support line. I feel pretty good. But Hughes, if I do end up doing that, I would likely do it when I'm done with the army. So maybe if I end up getting that medical recycle and I have to, move over to the June class for Bullock with everything going on with my eyes and my cardiologist appointments and stuff, I would probably take that downtime to do something like that. But honestly, I don't like charging people money for that. I think that, for every master class out there, there's somebody teaching it for free on YouTube. So I'd rather just take the time to really double down and create some high top-notch YouTube videos that talk about the same stuff. So that's my opinion. Ghost just made 23% on AMPC, News Catalyst plus Momentum. Go. There you go, man. Rasmus says, thanks for the clarification on Sens, my friend. The company looks promising, but Max's video got me a bit scared. Did you see it? Is it really a $1 stock? I did see his video. I don't think he's saying it's a $1 stock. I think he's saying that he thinks it's overvalued right now. Max is a really intelligent guy, but keep this in the back of your mind in regards to what's going on with the market. If investors got into stocks solely based on financials, then you would never see stocks rip as much as they do, right? There's a lot of things that play into the equation. So for Sensonics in particular, you may be investing in the potential for growth, right? The potential for them to become the next Dexcom. That's why Tesla runs for so much. They're extremely, extremely overvalued, which is why you're seeing them correct so hard with this tech correction, right? It's a big deal. So take that for what it is. I see people saying that Exxon is ripping. Up about 6%. Yeah, not too bad. I wouldn't call it a rip, though. It's pretty flat price action. It's a good gap up, though. Great gap up. Whenever you see a gap up like this and it's green, you typically don't give that back, at least not right away. So I like that. So AMPC is doing it. See, this is why you got to be really particular about the trades you take. You look for setups. You don't guess. You can't guess, right? So you're looking for particular. I try to find as many confirmations as I can, right? So what did I do? I look for a bounce. I look for an engulfing candlestick pattern, which is this right here. We got that engulfing candlestick pattern. I look for a break above this descending level of resistance, which we got, right? We had a candle open and close above it, which typically tells you we got two confirmations saying, hey, there's a good chance that this ends up ripping. Now we got to push above the 15 MA, and it's going to be testing out the VWAP right here. If it breaks above the VWAP, that should come with a really, really explosive move. So that's a big deal. That's huge. I'm going to scroll back up and read some more of these super chats. Thank you for everybody tuning in right now. If you are new to the channel, if we get this live stream to 4,000 likes, we are going to be taking a crack of the Kraken. It's a great. I call this thing the king of the Black Lagoon. This is the god tier spice rum. Don't catch me with that Cap Morgan crap. That's not it. And we're going to be giving a nice toast and cheers to the Gorilla Gang and the community out here. So if you want to see that happen, that's the way we make it happen, my friends. I want to be rocking with the gang and just celebrate everybody that's taking the time to be a part of the community. So appreciate everybody here immensely. Thank you for joining in and tuning into the Traders podcast again this morning. All right, gonna scroll back up here. What day do you think is going to be the biggest catalyst for AMC? Unfortunately, there's not a single person on the planet that can tell you for sure anything, but I would think the quadruple witching date is a pretty surefire way to see some good stuff happen, because there's a lot of, it lines up really well. We got a lot of options contracts that are expiring. You've got futures. Let me just pull it up. I'll explain this to you. So the quadruple witching, what is this? Quadruple witching refers to a day on which stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures expire simultaneously. So that's going to be a huge push in market volume, and we've got a crap ton of options on AMC that will expire on that day. If we look at March 19th, right now, don't keep this in the back. Like, I don't want you to keep this as a date. I'm not saying this is the date everything's going to happen, but it's possible you see things happen on this date, right? You can't focus. I really don't want you to focus on a single particular date, because if you do that, you're just going to be upset when it doesn't end up coming to fruition, right? You just got to play it day by day and wait for the moves to happen. When they happen, right, you're going to celebrate. So just be patient. Be patient. Give us a detailed video of how you do your scans. How do you catch stocks so early? Oh, it's too simple. So I come over here to the level 2s and I look for volume and I look for turnover percentage. And the stocks that are high on the list, are typically good opportunities for a day trade. So, a lot of the stocks you guys bring to my attention as well. You guys bring these stocks up as well. So that's pretty huge. I take a lot of pride in the fact that I don't do this by myself. We end up doing this as a community. We do this as a crew, right? And that's what's awesome about the community. I'm never going to take all the credit for what we're doing here. A lot of the stocks we talk about on the channel and we talk about on these live streams, you guys bring to my attention, and I just tell you what I think, and that's literally all it is. All right. Morning, bud. Thoughts on holding Tesla, Palantir, and Apple long right now? What do you think? Thanks, big dog. I'm bullish on all three of those stocks. I think they're all going to treat you well, especially Palantir. Palantir is great. And if you want to see a good video, check out Max. Max put out a great video on Palantir. He did a lot of time studying that thing. Let me just pull it up for you. Palantir stock, Max. Palantir, the next tech monster or massive flop. And he went heavy on it. He bought $35,000. He thinks it is going to 5x. And if you look at PLTR right now, what are you looking at, right? Trading at 22 bucks. So he thinks it's going to be a $100 company. Take that for what it is, but I think it's a great stock for sure. For sure. Testing out the VWAP right now. ANPC testing out the VWAP sitting at 1072. If we get that hard push, volume follows through and it pushes, it should start ripping. And it looks like we're going to get it. Sitting at about 1087. Come over here to the order books. On the level 2s, we've got the largest sell wall. Currently sitting at, looks like $11. And this is starting to move really fast. Holy Toledo. Volume starting to pick up. 48,000 there. We had 27,000 here. This is in the pre-market, guys. This could be a really nasty run here for ANPC. That was a great entry point. Timed that to a T. Absolutely beautiful. That is what you're looking for. You want to stack as many confirmations as you can on stocks so you can really time out those bottoms. And that is what we did. We're here with ANPC. Master Zane, my birthday was yesterday. I bought a bottle of banana rum. I will be drinking with you when you hit 4K, brother. Dude. Happy birthday to Master Zane. Everybody drop some gorillas in the chat. We want to recognize the true OGs and the people who are rocking with the crew. I really do appreciate you taking the time to do that. I hope you had a great birthday. I hope that you were able to do some good things, celebrate, have some good food, chill with your family, chill with your friends, right? No matter where you are in life, what you've got going on, I really do wish the best for you. So I know that was kind of in the middle of nowhere, but just wanted to let you know. All right. Dude, Jacob, thanks for signing up. I appreciate that. Steven Chapman says, ANPC with apparent cancer treatment news. I did see that, yeah. So if you're curious on what's up with ANPC, they had an update on cancer detection system, CDAPS. So we can just pull this up. It's freaking Seeking Alpha. They always charge you, so I can't even show you that. We'll pull up this one. Benzinga. So, ANPC, a biotech company with operations in China and the United States, so they are a United States company as well, focused on early cancer screening and detection, announced that it has developed and completed evaluations at the end of February 2021 for a new generation multi-cancer detection sensor named CD8 Pro Sensor, CDAPS. It's a technology breakthrough with improved performance over the previous generation cancer detection sensor in a number of areas, including detection signal stability, sensor device yield, sensor cost, and detection sensitivity and specificity. In particular, sensor cost has been reduced by 137%, and both cancer detection and sensitivity and specificity reached over 95% in a retrospective clinical sample test. So that's pretty huge. That's a high rate right there. 95% in a retrospective clinical sample test. So not bad. And I'm assuming that's why it's ripping so hard here today. Having a nice little push. Did clear over the VWAP, by the way. Testing at $11 right now, which is where we had the largest sell wall. Good little push in volume to get that break over the VWAP, which is exactly what we were looking for, right? So that's huge. Big news right there. By the way, my friends, I have a question for you. If you were looking to be a part of the community, help out the crew here, I'm looking for a couple of moderators. These live streams, as they continue to grow, it becomes increasingly difficult. We do have some people that are already mods, but if you are watching these live streams every single day, I'll recognize names, right? I'll recognize the people who are always rocking with the crew. Send me a message in the chat and I'll definitely make you a moderator. I'm looking for 3 people in particular who are usually on these live streams in the morning that would be willing to help out the crew. So unfortunately I don't have much that I can offer you right now. When the channel continues to grow, we can talk about some different things down the road, but it does mean a lot to me. And if you're willing to help out, right, feel free to offer. If not, that's cool too. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Andy says, what are your thoughts on Naked? I have 399 shares at $1.89. When do you suggest I get out? Personally, I think Naked is a good swing trade. I don't like them as a company that much. And don't let that sway you away. I just think there's better stocks out there. I think they got hyped. They got a lot of hype. For whatever reason, this was like This is like Genus or like Rolls Royce for a long time. And I actually think Rolls Royce has some potential down the road. It's got potential down the road, but just not quite yet. So take that for what it is, right? I think that's pretty big. All right, gonna read some of these. I know. All right, gang, mod me, homie. I'm looking for Fuff Scream. I know you're always here, dude. Fuff Scream is always here. So you're going to be a moderator. Appreciate you. There's one. And there's no hard feelings if you don't end up becoming a moderator. Sleepless Hustler Money. I always see you here. Appreciate you. You can be a moderator. And then Ghost. Ghost, you are definitely a mod. Ghost, my man, I appreciate that immensely. All right. Thank you, everybody. It really does mean a lot to me. Unfortunately, I am one simple man, so it is really, really hard to manage some of the spam that comes in on these chat bars. And I trust you guys. So, all that I'm asking for is when you see spam, don't be rude to people. Don't be rude to people. Just clean it up. That's all I'm asking. Matt Coors, welcome, man. Ape Life Forever. You know what it is. Space Apes and the Gorilla Gang. We've got Matt Coors in the house right now. Absolutely beautiful. Matt Coors, I tell you what, this is a dumb joke, but I hope that you're rocking with the Coors here today. Beautiful, beautiful day. All right. Sitting at 1085 right now, currently up about $662, about 9.5% on ANPC. Looking for a hold over that VWAP. If it doesn't hold, I'll take profits and rinse and repeat. I'm 100% okay with doing that. If you want to lock in those nickels and dimes, it adds up, baby. You want to add those up over time. That's huge, huge, huge stuff. So watch for that hold over the VWAP right now. It is slowing down a little bit, but it is getting that nice stair-stepping effect, and we are setting higher lows and higher highs right in that ascending level of support. So that's what I'm watching for right now. I'm going to adjust this so that we can continue riding that. And it is, in fact, still respecting that ascending level of support, which is huge. So good stuff for sure. Trade, check out Shift Technologies, SFT ticker. They knocked earnings out of the park, bro, like big time. SFT. Better check that out. Up 15%. Yeah, there you go. So I love tech stocks. Tech stocks are huge. Unfortunately, their earnings, even if they knocked it out of the park, people didn't react to it a whole lot, but I do think they've got great potential for sure. They've sold off quite a bit here in the past couple months, it looks like, but I do think they can regain some of these previous highs. What's their max? When did they debut? They IPO'd in 2019, so a fairly new company. They focus on software and IT services, technology. I like X1 quite a bit. Personally, I would roll with X1 over Shift. Not to say that I don't like Shift, but that's what I'm looking at right now. People are saying that Eyes is ripping, up about 66%. I wouldn't quite call that a rip yet. I wouldn't call it a rip yet. That does look like a good bottom, though. This would be a good technical setup because it did break below this descending level of resistance. So that's a good technical level of resistance that we needed to push over. And it did get an engulfing candlestick pattern. So that's a 2 for 2. And it looks like it's about to break the VWAP. And if it does, it should come with a hard push of volume. And then it should really start pushing from there. So that's a great momentum trade if you're looking for it. However, there's risk involved. It doesn't always pan out. Keep that in the back of your mind if you do decide to get into that stock. Man, I missed it. I missed that move. So I'm going to be watching this. Make sure I lock in those profits on ANPC, if this is the end of the road for that. It did break below the VWAP, which is concerning for me. Sitting at about 1060 right now, 1050. $10.51. Watching it pretty close. I really don't want it to lose that VWAP. I think I am going to lock in these profits. I'm not liking that. No, you're kidding. I missed it. Dude. By 1 penny, dude. Whack. It ended up getting filled at 10.24. Locked in a little bit of profit on that. Oh, that's frustrating. Missed it by a cent. Dang. Oh well. Still made some money on that, so that's not bad. Eyes definitely starting to rip, so we got that push over the VWAP, which is great. You do like to see that. Currently sitting at about $20 right now, as a momentum trade, it's definitely there. So I'm waiting to see it pull back down to that VWAP, and if it ends up getting it, I will take a little bit of a position here. So I'll be rocking with, let's say, what does 400 shares get me? $8,000. Yeah, we'll rock with 400 shares. Gonna set that limit really quick. Bang. Filled at 20. Oh, not quite filled. Oh, I didn't set the extended hours. I always do that. God dang it. I suck. All right, filled at 2046. So if I set the extended hours that time, it would have filled pretty much perfect. But watching that, it did get the break over the VWAP, which is pretty nice. And watching that pretty close here. My stop loss is going to be this VWAP right here down at 1989. All right, if MC hits 500, I'm flying you first class at my wedding, Cape Mod MA for a toast. You said yesterday it would show up, holding you to it. Dude, I got you, man. I got you. If it happens, it happens. I will definitely make it happen. I promise you. AMPC new cancer tech, check short data, please. Yeah, I could take a peek. I could take a peek at that. So we'll pull it up on Ortex and just look at what we got. ANPC. Man, it's kind of hot in here. I am going to go turn down my air conditioner real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, I always do this, guys. I always do it. You guys caught me. You guys caught me. Here we are. I know I was muted. I know I was muted. All right, I'm back. I'll let all these comments roll through. All right. So as I had mentioned, my stop loss was going to be that VWAP, and it ended up breaking it. So unless it regains that VWAP real quick here, I am going to cut that. Watching real close. If it ends up keeping the VWAP, we can continue to ride eyes, but that is okay. We can't hear you. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. We're cooking. Sitting at 20 bucks. If it maintains the VWAP, I'm sitting pretty solid there. I will continue to hold. If it doesn't, I'm going to let it go. But it looks like it's going to end up holding it. Watching these orders come through. Large sell wall sitting at about 2020, but it's getting a nice bounce. So I don't mind that setup at all. That is looking like a nice engulfing candlestick pattern right here. Look at that. Look at that start to rip. 2038, 2035, 2025. All right. I'm in Rocket at $36. Should I just take the loss? Is this a dead cat? Heather's Nest egg. I ended up taking the loss personally. I sold out of that this morning. I did disclose that over to the Discord. If you wanted to check that out, you can feel free to do so. Not because I don't think it can squeeze, right? But just because there's other stocks that are moving that I have more vested interest in, right? So that's my 2 cents there. It's totally up to you, though. It's totally up to you. I just wanted to be able to use that capital. Take a peeky wiki. I don't know where does that come from? Where does that come from, guys? I just have no idea. I've got no idea. All right, guys, we've got 3,000 likes on this. We get 1,000 more. We're going to give a good toast for the community here over at Trey's Trades, for the Gorilla Gang, my friends and family. I absolutely appreciate everybody here. Your thoughts on CCNC holding long? CCNC, let me take a quick peek here. I don't know anything about the company, I'm going to be honest. They're fossil fuels, though. if they're a fossil fuel company, I'm not big on fossil fuel. I personally, I try to invest in some green energy stuff just because I really do believe that's going to be the way that the world starts to move down the road here. So that's not my cup of tea, but don't let that dissuade you, right? You've done a lot more research than I have. That's just not the sort of company that I would look for personally. I'm going to check and see if my MVIS video is ready to go. If it is, I'm going to post that for anybody that wanted to check that out because I know I did have some questions about it. And if you wanted to check it out, we want to let you guys do so. So my MVIS video is ready to go. So that's good. Dropping that out real quick. How the heck does my eyes video have 3 dislikes to 35 likes already? That's wild. Can you give a shout out to my wife, Susan, for her diamond hands? Hey, shout out to your wife, Susan, Daniel. Hope she's doing well. Hope she's doing well. That's good stuff. So my microvision video is up. If you want to check that out after this live stream is over, you can definitely do so. 100% possible. ASMR. All right, so that's available and ready to go for anybody who wants to check that out. Not liking that. I really want that to hold over the VWAP, but it's just not doing it. All right, OPGN a good day trade opportunity? If so, what is a good entry? I think OPGN is a good day trade opportunity. I'm not really liking the price action here on eyes. I really want it to hold that VWAP, and it's just really struggling right now. Gonna have that sell order ready. If I have to end up taking a loss on that, that's all right. But it's good to cut the losses small, right? You're giving yourself an opportunity based on confirmation setups, and then when they run, you let them run. When they don't, you take the loss and you move on to the next thing, right? So that's what it's all about. AMC earnings, I think, are going to be happening tomorrow for anybody who is interested. I did see that pop up in the comment section here. And how will this reflect on the stock price, right? So there's a couple different ways that this could work out. One, you can see the earnings reflect positively in the price action, or B, I think that it would reflect neutral. It wouldn't affect the stock price much at all. I think that's the two ways that you could see it rock and roll. It's just, people know what's happening with eyes right now, or not with eyes, with AMC. So everybody understands that they haven't had a huge earnings report. They haven't pulled in a lot of capital because of quarantine and because of COVID. So I just don't see that being a huge influence, especially because of the capital that they raised in Q1. That's not going to reflect on Q4. So just keep that in the back of your mind, my friends. Keep that in the back of your mind. All right. Trey Dog, Kachiga. Did TTOO fizzle or what? You never got around to making a video about it. Sending love from California to the Gorilla Gang. TTOO, I don't think it's fizzled per se, but I definitely haven't gotten around to it yet. So unfortunately, my friends, there are so many good stocks out there, and I can only make so many videos in a day or in a week, right? I work a full-time job, and I really will get to TTOO eventually, but I just haven't quite gotten to it yet. I'm going to be honest with you. I apologize. I have enough money to buy 5,000 shares of AMC. When is the best time to buy at low price? When the market opens or 15 minutes after? I want 9:30 or low. So typically the most volatile part of the market date is when it opens. So be watching for market open. That'll be the best opportunity to get into the stock for as cheap as you possibly can. That is what I would watch for. Eyes is more of what's been happening and set up over the past few days. It rips early, sells off, consolidates, sells off a little more than usually rips on market open. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. We're going to scroll back up, read some more of these. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Getting close to that 4,000 likes, guys. One like at a time. Money, money, money. If you press the button to the right of the quantity block, you can change it from shares to dollar amount. We both won't do fractional. Oh, huge. That's good to know. Rock on, man. Thank you for telling me that. What are your thoughts on SQQQ and TQQQ as a day trading learning aspect? I've noticed they mirror each other hand in hand. Awesome content, bro. So let me check them out. As a learning content. SQQQ and TQQQ. They're pretty different, to be honest with you. I mean, oh, they mirror each other. Yeah, I got you. So, This would be a great stock to short. I mean, it's definitely not bullish right now. This would be a good stock to go long on, given the macroscopic trend. But what you're looking for is high volatility. You want a lot of volume, and you want a lot of volatility. So you got that here. You got a lot of volume. If we pull up the VWAP, you can get an idea of what the VWAP is looking like. So right now, if we were to look at this on a 1-minute chart, there's not a lot of volume coming in the pre-market. I watch for the regular market hours. So there's opportunity there for sure. It's really just hanging out right below that VWAP, man. Oh, she really wants to get it back. She's trying so hard. What do we have here in terms of support? We've got this ascending level of support right here. The beginning of one. So that's good. Broken out of that descending level of resistance. I wish that I was able to purchase down here at 1825, but I god dang didn't set the extended hours initially on that order. That would have been a beautiful, beautiful break. Beautiful setup. Want to see this hold right here, and if it doesn't, I will reestablish. Not 10,000. Have that ready. Set the extended hours this time, as I always seem to forget to do that. All right. We all catch falling knives sometimes. The only difference when I catch falling knives is I do it with diamond hands. LFG, you know what it is, baby. I love that. I love that. Dude, you just never know. You never know. I have a margin call. Can I sell a couple stocks to cover, or do I need to deposit? You can't sell stocks to cover. They just need the cash. They need to be able to keep track of that. I see that people are saying there's very heavy-handed mods. Guys, if you are going to, moderate, just make sure that you're only getting rid of like spam. So if somebody is dropping the same thing 10, 20, 30 times, or if it's hateful, right? We don't allow and respect people who hate on the community. You guys can rip on me all you want. You don't have to worry about that. But if they start ripping on the Gorilla Gang, that's where I draw the line. So don't let that happen. That's what I'm watching for. But yes, you can sell a couple stocks, or you can deposit. Either way, they just want the cash on hand. Could you pull up your settings for the EMA and the MA, please, sir? 100%. Too easy. Check this out. My MA, I'm using the 15-day, and the EMA, which I accidentally turned off, I'm using the 200-day. So these are what I use. VWAP is just a 14 automatically, and I use that for day trading. All right. Let's trade listen to Baby Metal. I've never heard of that. I'm going to be honest. GME, AMC, Cost, Naked, BBY, and all meme stocks are all part of the family. We're all in this together to make money. All these stocks are winning. Hey, rock on, man. Rock on. Baby Metal. I'm assuming that's on Reddit, huh? It must be. Eyes getting a little bit of a rip here. Look at this start to move. It finally broke back over that VWAP. My dollar cost on this is $20.46. Held very nice over that level of support right there. And this will be one that I'm nickel and diamond. I'm not looking for a crazy, crazy amount of percent capital on this because I've already locked in a pretty decent amount of profit. I like watching you trade, but GameStop is better. GameStop has been ripping more, but I still believe in AMC, man. I'm gonna stick to it. GameStop has been moving more, correct. But I do think that the short interest and the short utilization, the squeeze potential on AMC is higher. The fact of the matter is that more people are buying GameStop. That's literally it. There's nothing I can do about that. I can tell you until I'm blue in the face about the numbers regarding AMC, right? But until people start buying into it, it's just not gonna move the way that we want it to. Eyes making its little move here. It's starting to push. Moved up to about $20.89 here. That was a nice little push in volume. Got about 114,000 shares there. 21 bucks right now. Starting to get a nice little move. Not too upset about the way that's rocking. Already up about 2.64% on that. $216. Not too mad at that. Sitting pretty dang well. I like AMC better, man. That makes me sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Roof and Keith. You guys pull the trigger though. If you don't want to buy AMC, you don't have to. Trey, I think you should look in the natural shrimp, SHMP buy and hold. So I'm very, very particular about OTC market stocks. I got into HCMC because I felt very confident that the lawsuit there would be a winnable case. But OTC market stocks are typically pretty volatile and pretty risky. So that's what we're looking at. What do they do as a company, though? Consumer non-cyclicals, food and beverage, food and tobacco, fishing and farming. They're kind of a hybrid company. That's pretty interesting. Huh. I'll check that out. I'll check that out down the road here. I'll add it to my watch list. Shrimp. Shrimp, baby. SHMP. Man, you guys all rock. Thank you to the Gorilla Gang for tuning in for these videos. It really does mean a lot to me. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I just think to myself how crazy it is that I get to do this. Like, I would have never, ever in a million years guessed that I'd be a streamer. A year ago, I was not in a good spot, man. I was just not doing well financially. And I really dug myself out of a hole with some medical debt because of some close family and friends. So I'm really glad that we could do this together, guys. Check out ASXC. Just got patent and FDA approval. The weekly chart looks insane. ASXC. We'll come back to eyes after that. Looking at the monthly real quick. The weekly. So looking at the weekly. Oof, that's dirty. Look at that. Has this stock really traded as high as $90? That's insane. It'd be crazy if they can get back to those levels, for sure. Sitting at 415 and the volume's really starting to pick up on this. It looks like it could be huge. Definitely, definitely. I'm with you. Looking at it on the monthly chart, we'll just take a quick peek at what we're looking at here. Had a descending level of resistance, broke out of that. Now it's on an ascending channel, right? We have an ascending level of support. Always look for 3 touch points. We got them. 15 MA about to cross back over the 200 EMA. Slow build and momentum on the RSI. It looks like a slam dunk. I don't mind that at all. I'd say a good entry point would be around here. And you've got a little bit of a George W. Look at that George W, guys. Dirty. That's a dirty one. Man, I wish I could see without these glasses, but that's all right. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind that setup. How is I sitting right now? Looks like it's really starting to move here. Up to 2094 as of now. It has hit 2140 so far in that little move that we got up above the VWAP. So that volume followed through. Volume starting to pick back up again. Riding this ascending level of support. Not sitting too bad, man. All right, so thanks for all your help, Trey. Can you please shout out my family restaurant, Mr. Lee's Sushi in Kansas City, Missouri? Hey, shout out to Mr. Lee's Sushi in Kansas City, Missouri. I got you, man. If I'm ever in the area, I'll check you out. Ortex AMC news from before AMC Entertainment option alert. June 18, $27 call sweeps near the ask, $531 at 94 cents versus 377 OI. So I didn't see that. I'm going to be honest. Let's see what I can find. So, AMC, we'll bring that back up. That is not the right AMC. Oh, man. Oopsies. All right, news. Let's see what we got. Option alert. Oh, here we go. That makes sense. AMC Entertainment option alert. June 18, $27 call sweep near the ask. 531 at 94 cents versus 377 OI. Earnings 310 after close. RAF equals $9. So, call sweep. I always admit when I don't know something, I don't know what that is. Sweeps are large orders, meaning the trader who placed the order has a heavy bankroll, i.e. smart money. So this is basically saying that there are heavy options being coming in on the $27 calls. So that's a big deal. June 18th. That's a ways out, too. Dang. There you have it. There you have it. That could be a big deal. Typically, options are a good way to predict future price action because insiders or institutions are typically the ones that make those large buys. So that's a big deal. Is AMC halted? Let's check it out. I'll take a quick peek. I don't think so. No, it's not halted. It's chilling. It's just not moving much. There's not a lot of volume pumping on that right now. Coming back to eyes, up 77% on the day this sucker is. Rocked it this morning, pulled off a pretty solid little margin of return. about 5 grand or so, and back in it again at 20.46. Now I could have, maybe I think I sold out at like 20 bucks. So I'm okay paying a little bit higher to be able to lock in those profits, because if it kept selling off, you're catching a falling knife, and you can always get back into a stock when it starts getting back into bullish territory, which is where we're sitting right now. This has great short squeeze potential. It really, really does. A huge short squeeze potential. So that's huge. I don't mind that at all. I might actually add to my position. I took about an $8,000 stake in this to begin. And if we get a break over 21.18, price action from there, the high of the day was 26 bucks. So I'd be watching for that, and I would definitely consider adding to my position to lock in some more profits. Guys, we're so close to 4,000 likes. We get this to 4K, and we are going to give that toast to the community, to the crew, and then I can stop talking to you guys about that, about those likes or whatever, because I really don't care about them. But it does help the YouTube algorithm. I'm not that shallow, but we do need to do what we can. So if you're interested in helping out, that really does help support the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Don't know much about it, but I'll mod for you. Learn as I go. I'm here every day. John Fields. Thank you, my man. So if you comment on the video again, so I'll do that real quick for you. All right. Kyle Moore. Jason, did I send you an email the other day? Did you get it? So unfortunately, since I started using my Gmail on YouTube, I get a lot of random emails, like stuff that I tell people it's for business only, and then things just get lost. So I can look again. I'll try and find it. Yeah, I got it. So I'll check that out. About the computer. Yeah, thank you. So I'll chat with you after this off stream. Sell GameStop and market open and buy later when it dips. No. The bro code, guys, the bro code with AMC and GameStop is you can't day trade them. You can't day trade AMC and GameStop. That's bro code. I will disown you. No, I'm playing. We got the 4K, baby. We got it. All right. You know what it is. The Gorilla Gang. We're always cooking with Crisco out here with you guys. Pouring it out a little bit. Quick little pull of Kraken. Open the Kraken. You know what it is. So, as per usual with our morning live streams, we try to give you a good cheers for the day. And today my cheers is going to go out to not just the Gorilla Gang, but I'm going to scroll back up here and find the exact name because I want to remember this. It's going out to Eric Highness. So Eric Highness says, if AMC hits 500, I'm flying you first class at my wedding in Cape Mod, MA for a toast. You said yesterday would show up, holding you to it, and then it's coming up on what would be October 2nd of 2022. Well, this cheers goes out to you, my man. If this hits 500 bucks, I'll tell you what, I'll be very excited to join you at your wedding. I'll be very excited to give a toast for you, whatever we got to do, right? But what I can say right now is I hope you have a great wedding. I hope you have a fantastic marriage. I hope that everybody at the Gorilla Gang is rocking and chilling right now. I wish you the best. I wish the best for you and your wife. So that's the cheers for the day. This is the Kraken going down in the Gorilla Gang mug. Cheers to the gorillas out there drinking that gorilla juice. Bottoms up. Beautiful. All right, scrolling back down to read some more of these chats. Looks like we're going to end up getting that break. So I'm going to add to my position here. Adding for the break. All right, please know that your daytime buying power is insufficient. You're using overnight buying power for this order. If you wish to proceed, please remember that you cannot liquidate these shares today. Oh, I got you. I better not do that. So I'm going to set this for $22 and just watch for this little push. Bang. Got filled at 21.20. So looking for that push over that level of support right here. I raised my overall dollar cost average to 20.49, but I do like this this buying pressure that's stepping in on here. It is coming together pretty nicely. Got an ascending level of support, ascending level of resistance, trading over the VWAP again. We got the 15 MA cross back over the 200 EMA, which is absolutely beautiful. That is a good sucker right there. All right. Scrolling back down. Hey man, I'd be honored to be a moderator for the Gorilla Gang. I wake up every morning for work and your amazing streams. Hope you're doing better. Yeah, appreciate that, man. You know, I know that even some people won't be able to tune in all the time. So we're gonna make a couple different people mods, you know, and I do appreciate everybody that takes the time to even reach out. That does mean a lot to me. So thank you. Chris, thank you, my man. Rose says, looking to buy 100 more shares of AMC this morning. Should I wait for a dip or buy it open? I'm waiting for open so that we can have a dip. I do think it'll happen. So I'm taking the profits that I'm making in all these different stocks like EYES. I made a little bit of profit on ANPC down here, as you can see, right? I took those profits and I'm going to move them into my long-term stocks. So my Exxon, my Microvision, my AMC, that's my plan right there. Trey, you wearing pants right now? Yes, I'm wearing shorts. These are my shorts. You guys can see my anime leg sleeve. Check this out. I got Vegeta. I got Asta. Shenron wraps around my leg. I've got Naruto and Sasuke. Rocking those long socks and the shorts, baby. But I'm going to be changing into uniform here pretty soon. I will go over to work at 8:30, so I'll probably log off here at about 8:15, 8:20, just so that I can get ready. I still have to shave. I still have to take a quick shower, brush my teeth, the whole 9 yards, whatever. Stop at the gas station so I can get a little breakfast sandwich. I haven't eaten yet today, and I got up at about 3:30, so better do that. Trey, thank you, bro, for a tip off on eyes. I made $500 off that. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I'm here for you guys. We do this together, you know? It's too easy. Archie says, OPGN. I did cover OPGN here this morning. Hope you're able to catch it. But it is up about 26% here. Oh, and look at this move. That's a good little move. I like that. It's got an ascending level of support. It looks like it's going to test out that VWAP pretty soon. Ascending level of resistance, which is also good to see. Volume is nothing crazy, but it could turn into a good runner later today. Keep that on your watch list if you're looking for a scalp. Keep that on your watch list. And if it breaks that 200 EMA, that's going to be the level of resistance. You could play that. But I would wait to purchase this since it has run up a little bit still. Resistance. So there's currently on the level 2 is about an equal amount of buyers and sellers. It could go either way. But you got resistance right here at about 345. So watch for a push there. You could ride it as a momentum play. Coming back here to eyes, sitting at about $20.25. So I'm down about 1% on this right now. It did end up breaking that ascending level of support, but we're going to be watching for a hold over this VWAP. So I'm not overly concerned yet. This isn't the end of the world. In fact, this honestly could just be a perfect bounce off of this ascending level of support right here. We got 1 touch point, 2 touch points, 3 touch points. So if this ends up being a wick, not the end of the world. I'm not mad about that. We'll wait and see. You should try shorting after collecting profits. Oh, yeah, I already checked that out. Thoughts on Trit? Trit has good opportunity as well. This looks like it is going to be one of those nice gappers today, up about 18%. If you see volume rolling on this, it should be very, very volatile. So that's good. That's good stuff. Black Clover, love it, man. I love Black Clover. I love it. It's so good. I've got Asa on my leg. He's a part of my leg sleeve, man. Does it not stress you the heck out having to work at market open every day? I know you don't have a choice, but dang. Oh, I know, man. It gets tough. It makes me sad. I wish I didn't have to, but one day I'll be able to do this full time. One day. A day at a time. Let's get this man to 150k subs. Yeah, chat? Oh, man, that'd be sick. If we get this to 150k, we're so close. Where are we at right now? Let me check my live sub count. I don't typically ask because I always get a little frustrated when some other people do that. We're sitting at 149,791. So really dang close, guys. That's crazy. That makes my day that we've even made it this far. I'm really, really happy. I feel so grateful for sure. It's been nuts. AMC, how is AMC sitting right now? We'll come back and check that out. But I do want to keep tabs on eyes real quick. It is currently sitting at the VWAP. It is getting a bounce off of that level of support right now. Rocking at about $20.25. Dollar cost average at about $20.49. I did average up here, hoping for that break, right? So I was looking for a break over that level of resistance, and we didn't end up getting it initially. What I was looking for is we had this nice little pennant formation starting to come, and it didn't end up coming to fruition. So watch for that hold of the VWAP. Looks like we might end up getting a hammer candle on EYES. If that ends up happening, a shooting star is typically a sign of weak selling pressure, upcoming bullish reversal. So looking for that. That'd be a good opportunity. All right. Scrolling back up so I can check some more stuff out here. Will the new DTCC rule make the stock move much sooner? I think it should. I think it'll really affect the stock price in a positive way. If you want to check that out, I did cover this in one of my previous AMC videos I just posted last night. It's a great video. I spent a lot of time working on it, and it's got some great information in there. So I'll just pull it up for you really quick so you can see what I'm talking about specifically. New DTCC rule. Go through these ads. I drew up a nice picture for you in case you want to check it out. I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will like it. That's not it. That's not it either. That's not it. There we go. Check that sucker out. It's Tendy versus Hedgie, baby. You want to check out the DTCC rule? I've got it in a video right there for you. Too easy. When I hit 150K, Andrew has to buy 1K of AMC, huh? Dang, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Dude, that'd be legit. I'd appreciate that a lot. I'd appreciate that a lot. That's huge. You guys all rock. That blows my mind. I can't believe that. Wow, we just went up like 50 subs just like that. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I try not to ask too much because I always get I feel like it's an annoying thing, but it does mean a lot to me when you guys do take the time to sub because it does help the channel out. It really does. So, yeah, we get to 150K. I'll tell you what. We get to 150K and I'll take $2,500 and I will put that in it's straight into AMC. So my AMC position right now, in case you haven't caught it, is very solid. I've got about 2,050 shares at a dollar cost average of $8.62, which comes out to a total market value of $19,372. I will add $2,500 to that if we get to 150,000 subs by the end of this stream. So that'd be sick. You guys would, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, I'd probably likely buy anyways, but you know, in the sport of fun, Looking forward to the MVIS video. You rock, brother. No, too easy, man. It's already up. You want to check that out? Go right ahead. The wife tagged you in an IG photo, so I will check that out here really quick. Let me pull it up on my second screen. I'm gonna watch EYES. I want to make sure that I'm watching this so I don't end up getting burned on that. So tagged photos. Is this coming from Loco? I'm not seeing it. Tagged. Huh. What was her name? Wife. Oh, Kimberly. All right. Kimberly Lanoy. Let me check that out. So I'll see if I can find that. Tagged. What did she tag me in? I'm not seeing it. You've got some sweet tattoos, man. Dang. Those are dope. Look at these tats. Holy Toledo. Those are nice tats. I dig that. But I'm not seeing it right now, man. Maybe it's in my messages. If it is, I'll check out my messages. Kimberly Lanoy. Not seeing it yet. I'll take a look at it down the road. I've got it pulled up on a separate browser now. So if I can find that, I will. I apologize. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying really hard. It's a W. Follow your own advice. GME blowing. GME going to town right now? What's happening? Oh, look at this go. 222 bucks. Volume starting to pump again, guys. Dang. Look at that move. AMC. Volume is slowly picking up. It usually lags a little bit behind GameStop, but GameStop really making some nasty moves right now here in the pre-market. Up about 15% right now. That's gnarly. Jeez. Ravenwood Concepts. Yeah, man, if you just let me know where she sent that to, that would help out a lot. That would help out a lot. How's Eyes sitting right now? Eyes is still doing okay. It broke below the VWAP, which I don't particularly like, but we're getting pretty close to the market open. We're gonna wait and see what happens. I wanna watch this. So right now I'm down about 2.5% on that, and I wanted to see if it's gonna regain that VWAP. It's hanging out just below it right now. I've got my sell order ready by the off chance, right? If I have to end up licking my wounds and taking a 2% loss, I'll do it. That's totally okay. But just got to be able to monitor that stuff. Set your sales to $400. Dude, I can't believe GameStop is ripping like this. Look at this thing go. Holy Toledo, guys. Huge buying pressure. Really stepping in here. Having a little bit of a pullback. Don't buy on the top, guys. Don't buy on the top. You do not want to do that, right? We don't like buying on the top of plays. You want to wait for pullback. So wait for a pullback and you might be, you'll be okay, right? There's going to be opportunities. Made $35 scalping eyes, not much nickels and dimes. Here's $5. Much love, Lieutenant Trades. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you made some cash. Glad you made some cash. I'd sell trade. Looks like rocket all over again. So personally, this is just a scalp, right? So I'm not telling people to hold this stock. In fact, the video that I put out, I basically said only trade this if you're going to day trade it, right? I don't want you to get caught holding the bag. So if you're going to trade this, right, it's only as a scalp. You don't want to get into this for a hold. Not right now. Right, so that's my 10 cents. That's my 10 cents, guys. GameStop is just ripping right now. Look at these nasty candle wicks. That is a huge sign of weak selling pressure. Look at these beautiful hammer candles. You love seeing that. That's a sign of really weak selling pressure. Sellers try to drive the price back down, and buyers brought it all the way back up. So that's a good sign. I would think this is 224 is just a start. That's huge. You really like to see that. You really like to see that. GameStop, not a dead cat, baby. Not a dead cat. Not a dead cat. AMC, sitting up about 1.94%. Volume is a little bit higher. Not quite moving as much, but it is slowly starting to mirror GameStop. It typically lags a little bit behind. So GameStop's starting to move here a little bit. AMC should follow suit here eventually. I'm locking in profits on eyes soon. I would do the same. I'm watching it very closely. Watching it close. Check out your poem, Assassin Wall. Great job, Trey. Great. Was that on Twitter? God, it's so hard. Guys, I really do apologize. I know that it makes me look like the biggest doucher on the planet, that I can't, like, get back to everybody and all the things that they try sending me. But there's so many. I've got so many unread messages. Like, I really try my best, so I apologize. I apologize that I can't get back to everybody. Let me take a peek. We've got coming from Wall Street Assassin. Was that on Instagram or Twitter? Let me know. SQQQ is a bear stock in relation to the NASDAQ. You only play it based on where you think the market is heading. Just a friendly ape helping out. Dude, I appreciate that, M45. That means a lot, man. Thank you. There you have it. Michael Butterworth says, thanks for all you do, buddy. I sent you some good info on Zoom via Instagram. Check it out. I definitely will. 100%. Let me just get that ready so that I can have that up here on the side for the future. Watching EYES pretty closely right now, waiting to see how that ends up panning out. By the way, if you guys want to check out the Instagram, this is it right here. Trey_Collins_001. That is the Instagram account. If you want to check it out, give it a follow. Feel free to do so. If not, that is cool too. We're straight vibing, but that's the account. If you want to keep up. I've got I post memes, I post pictures of myself. This is me and the lady, right? Yeah, that's what we got rocking right now. So if you want to check it out, feel free. If not, we're rocking, we're cooking, we're chilling, straight chilling. All right, guys, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes here, and then I am going to have to hit the road, but I do want to see if we ended up hitting that 150,000 sub mark. We're about 80 subs away. If we hit it, I will buy $2,500 of AMC on this live stream. So if we can make it happen, that would make me one happy chicken. I'll tell you that right now. KFC happy chicken, baby. Like that mashed potato bowl makes me so pumped. But I'd be very grateful. So ALD says, hey Trey, what are your thoughts on the rumored stock recount for AMC starting end of business day on March 11th? I think that's the greatest news you could possibly ask for. I think that's a big deal. That stock recount is going to give the opportunity to get rid of these FTDs, these IOUs, failure to delivers, and give some power back to the holders of AMC, right? Because we know that there are likely some crazy synthetic shares that are currently circulating in the market. So I think it's a good thing for sure. So watching this right now, it looks like this might end up being a false rip over that VWAP. I'm not liking that. So I'm going to get this ready by the off chance that this ends up having a pretty harsh sell-off. Looking for a hold over 1949. This level of support right here, that is going to end up being where I'm going to cut the line. Trey, love watching your vids, buddy. What do you think about getting a few call options for Apple for 303 for July 16th at $104 strike while the market is down? Great idea. Apple is going to bounce back. I'm with you 100%. I think that the tech sector, the correction was too harsh. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to watch Kathy Wood. She was on, Meet Kevin was live streaming her yesterday, and she was talking about this market correction, and she says that she actually is happy to see this happen. She's saying that you're seeing a redistribution of wealth across a lot of different innovative stocks, and that's a good thing, right? So I'm not stressed about it. I'm not stressed. I think Apple's going to continue to do well. It's a great opportunity, for sure. AMC, $15 calls for 326. Love it or hate it. By the way, did you see Matt Coors farted on stream? What? No, I didn't. What? No, I don't think I saw that. Good thing farts are silent on the moon. Dude, I don't know why that was so funny. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are. It is what it is. Dude, now I didn't see that. That makes me laugh, though. That makes me laugh. Sugar Burger, thank you, man. Have you noticed the measured move for, by the way, those $15 calls, I forgot I didn't get back to you. 326, personally, I would go a little bit lower. I would pay a higher premium to lock into like an $11 or $12 strike. That'd be my 2 cents. Jeez. Have you noticed the measured move for AMC points out of gap closure at $13? Measured move for AMC points out of gap closure at $13. Let me check this out. Measure move. Measured move. Is that an indicator on here? That's not an indicator that I've ever used. I'm going to be honest with you. If you know the name of that indicator, let me know, and I'll check it out for sure. But I'm always going to be real with you guys. That's not an indicator that I've ever learned about. So if you let me know what that measured move is, that would be helpful for sure. That'd be helpful. Always my breakfast partner, dude. You know what it is. You know what it is, brother. I appreciate that. Hey Trey, thanks for everything. Any take on TIGR? I can take a quick peek at what that looks like on a technical analysis setup. I've never heard of the stock though. I'm going to be honest with you. Tiger, fintech. Well, if Bitcoin continues to do well, this company will do well. Guarantee ya. But they have been selling out pretty harshly. I'm wondering why. Pre-market losers. Holding price target announced at $30.60 4 days ago. I mean, if that $30 price target comes to fruition, you're getting this at a huge discount. So I would say it's a huge opportunity to buy, especially with Bitcoin starting to bounce. I think you've got great opportunities here for sure. Gonna come back here to EYES. I want to keep track of that. Gamestop still having a pretty solid little move here, sitting at about 223 bucks right now. And that was a nice little consolidation phase right here. Still trading above the VWAP, looking for a break above 225 bucks. If that ends up coming to fruition, you'll make a pretty good little chunk of change off of GameStop. Tiger, but anyways, yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to buy. So take it for what it is. All right, morning, dude. What are your thoughts on AMC call option for $3.19 at $10? I like that a lot. That'll be good. That'll be good. Thanks for everything you do, man. Your mega energy is keeping us crazy apes in line. You know what it is, man. We'll keep it real. We keep it 100. So look at this George W starting to form here on EYES. That is a nasty, nasty little line right there. Don't mind that at all, right? Jesus Christ. You like that? You like to see that? That's good. But I like that. I like that call. $10 strike is a pretty safe call option. I think it'll treat you pretty dang well. Pretty dang well. That'd be my 2 cents. Never thought I'd be driving a garbage truck and watching on YouTube about stocks. You guys are killing me with these comments. Man, this is a comedy show. The comedy show. Don Jr. Tipper Jones overheard coming out of a meeting saying to each other to buy NSRPF last week. I mean, that could be legit, but I've never heard of this company. OTC market. I tend to really stay away from OTC market stocks unless I've done a crap ton of research on them, and I just haven't researched them that much. But check that out, right? That is what it is. Rolls-Royce will be a 400% profit in 6 to 12 months. Please check for the community. It's affordable and a huge play. So I see people always talking about this. I'm going to have to read into it more for sure. I'm wondering why, though. It's an OTC market stock. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I promise you. Sundial is garbage. I'm not a Sundial guy. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not my cup of tea. That's not my that's not my vice. All right, Darth Treyder, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Eric, thanks, Trey. I really appreciate it. It's Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Cheers to you. GTBP, good swing opportunity. Let's check it out. Oh. Nah, pump and dump. That's a pump and dump. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I gotta be real with you. There's no buyer strength there. That's way dead. Way dead. I could be wrong, but every time I've ever seen that, that's a picture-perfect pump and dump. Missed my earlier super chat. Ravenwood Concepts. I don't think I did. I just went over it. Hopefully you caught it, man. Army Joe. Trade, is selling covered calls hurt AMC at all? So you're selling them to people who want to purchase those options contracts. So I don't personally believe so. Personally, I would rather exercise them unless you're going to go out the money, in which case I would rather sell. I don't think it's going to hurt the stock, no. Especially with AMC, where I think the majority of the people holding are institutional investors. It's just a matter of waiting it out, playing the waiting game, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. What percentage would you recommend setting for a trailing stop loss order on AMC, or do you think a regular stop order is better in your opinion? Personally, it's 100% up to you, right? I don't have a trailing stop order on AMC myself because I believe in the squeeze, and I think that it's going to be a very volatile stock. It's going to have a lot of ups and downs. I don't want to get kicked out of the stock because of being too early to the game. So if you're going to sell one, I would take into consideration that this is a volatile stock, and you might need to set it a little bit lower. That way you can lock in case it does end up selling off. So I would give you a concrete answer if this wasn't AMC. But with AMC, I just don't have one set. Let's see what we were at for subs, guys. 150K. How about that? We did it. You guys did it. Oh, man, I owe you guys everything. That's insane. You guys rock. You guys really do rock. I appreciate that immensely. So we're going to go over to AMC. You know what it is. I'm a man of my word. You got us to 150K subs. So you guys go let Andrew Mo Money know that he needs to buy $1,000 of AMC because I had 150K. And I'm going to buy myself $2,500 of AMC here today. Preferably, I would like not to have to purchase it at 952, but we're going to make it happen. You know, we're here for the team. We're here for the crew. So extended hours, yes. I'm going to purchase $2,500 right here before your eyes at a limit price of 952. I'm actually going to just change this to 2510. That way I can make sure I'm locking that in. $2,503. Here we go. Extended hours, limit price, 952. Waiting for this to fill. And we're cooking. So that order is in. If it ends up pulling back down to 952, that'll fill, and we're ready to go. So thank you guys for that 150K mark. That is absolutely crazy. It really does mean a lot to me. I can't believe that stuff. I can't believe that. Really, just mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing. All right, guys, that is what I'm going to do here for the live stream today. If you would not mind dropping a like on the way out, it really does help support the channel a lot. It helps get this video into the eyes of different viewers. It means a lot to me. I know that there are super chats that I missed. I really wish that I could get to everybody, but I'm sadly only one man. I will be posting more videos here tonight. I did put out a video on microvision as well as eyes if you'd like to check that out. Later tonight, I'll be posting a video on XONE, an update on Whammy, and an update on AMC, so be watching for that later here today. My friends and family and fellow Gorilla Gang. So thank you for 150K. That does mean a lot to me. Appreciate everybody immensely. Catch you on the next one. I got to get ready for work here. Take it easy, my friends, and peace.